shout outs to Monkeys if he's out there for being the only person in NA that refuses to pick strength heroes in the off lane. He's picking Death Prophet, Queen of Pain, Dazzle, Arteezes, and Bulbas, and yada yada. These tier 1 players, they hate him. They're flaming him every game because it's just so wacky to play against these weird heroes. And so Dazzle, I think a lot of people started trying it when Monkeys was playing it. Like he went from rank like 100 to 21, which is like 1,000 MMR. It's a lot of MMR. He's like, it's a lot. And he was playing a lot of Dazzle, and so it's very good against a lot of melee hero. I mean, not so great against PL. Not so great against PL for sure, but it's good against melee heroes. You can pick up a Necro, you can farm really quickly. You can pick up a Greaves, of course, and that's going to give you the kind of offlane utility that you want. It's just a healer. It's just a healer in the offlane. Like you said, you provide minus armor, you provide all of this utility, and it's mainly for the cooldown reduction that people are picking Dazzle. It's also, of course, in this particular game, it's very good against Legion Commander. It counters that hero. You can never get dual damage on Legion unless you're dueling the Dazzle. So it forces the Dazzle to be that target, and if you're putting the Dazzle in a core position, then it's very difficult to kill Dazzle because this will be your tanky frontliner hero, despite being, a pink little goblin guy that doesn't look very tanky. He actually is.
Mm-hmm. Interesting, though, especially too now with the changes coming out from the patch. If you go back to it again, the fact that you're talking about a lot of strength heroes in that off lane, but now they don't have the magic resistance that comes along with that particular attribute. So
yep, that is true.
Quirky.
That is true.
I like it.
That's one of those things that, God, getting back into the theory crafting, like magic resist is kind of dog early game, but late game, of course, it's very important. But then again, technically speaking, I guess it is less important if there isn't scaling magic damage.
Yeah. I was about to ask about that because the end heroes are going to start to fall out towards the late game because of it. So
yeah, exactly. So do you really need magic resist towards the late game? It kind of seems like big nerf to int heroes, small nerf to strength heroes, and then I don't think agility heroes really care because they're already getting so many stats from agility, like attack.
Well, agility
speed,
heroes are
armor.
still going to get their mid game peak and whatnot. Like I don't think you have to worry too much. It really affects them the least, from what I understand you and Kip saying. But like again, when you talk about these magic heroes, or sorry, not magic heroes, yes, but these int heroes early on, because they do have that burst just naturally, it can be pretty scary. Okay, that is a Murdoch Kunkka, I believe, and a 4
Ember?
Ember Spirit, yeah.
Could also be a 4 Kunkka. People have tried that to very, very small success, I gotta say, if any. But people have tried. But
I will bet you 1 monster energy that Murdoch is playing that Kunkka.
Listen, Moxxi, it's a recession out there. Things aren't looking good. We'll do half a monster energy. How's that
half
sound?
a monster energy. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Sugar-free version.
Sugar-free version. I will bet you.
All right.
Final pickup now for Cloud9. I believe they need a mid at this point. I believe they need an NV hero. We've seen him play quite a bit of Quap. That is still available. DK was taken out. That's something that he's been playing quite a bit of as well. I guess Quap's not very good here, considering the fact that you've got a Kunkka who could just X you in place, drag you right back. The lockdown's fairly light though. At the same time, right? Like you've got a Legion Commander kind of lockdown.
It's a weird one because it looks like it's light at first glance because it's all like pseudo lockdown or like ultimate lockdown, but like X, chains, coddle, ulti, duel, like there is actually quite a bit. Everybody has something other than the PL. And it is weird to pick Queen of Pain against Kunkka. It's one of those situations where they're probably considering it because Queen of Pain is just such a strong hero, and Envy is, it's his hero. But I think that's maybe why FURIA last picked the Kunkka, is because they know that it's just really good against Envy's hero pool. Okay, so it's a Bristle mid, and they're going to go with the Troll carry. I see. Does quite well against a Legion Commander in lane, this Troll hero. You can pick up a Battle Fury. And of course, because it's Ace, I think that really fits his playstyle to go for the Battle Fury. And then it is quite good against the Phantom Lancer. You pop that ulti and you Battle Fury, kill the illusions, maybe get a lucky root on the main hero, and PL will die. Misery Dazzle. Huh. So it's Nyx core.
No, because Snake King's playing support, isn't he?
Is he? Oh, is Misery Oh, did they switch roles?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember because I remember I was watching Dakota casting the other day, and he said something about Snake King being the off lane, and then he got corrected about it. So I don't know if they switched goals just for that particular. Oh my god! I owe you a monster.
Yes, yes.
I owe you half a sugar-free monster.
No. It was a full monster. I recall correctly.
No, it was a half because you said in this economy, Jenkins.
No, I had my fingers
monster.
crossed. I had my fingers crossed. That doesn't count.
No, that doesn't count. I had my fingers crossed.
I had my legs crossed.
Well, good. You're sitting like a lady then.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because I get a free monster, and I get a second one because you lied to me.
No, you don't. Anyways, Murdoch Legion Commander. What is this? I'm very surprised by this. Like the Hiko 4 Ember Spirit, I'm not as surprised by. That is a thing that happens, that he does play. But this switch off, are they moving? Is Murdoch still going mid? Or
I think so.
Are they...
I think so. I think this makes sense. You don't want the. I mean, it's not the worst matchup to have a Legion versus Troll because you can purge the whirling axes, so you can get some free hits on him and stuff. But it is, Legion's going to do fine against a Bristle. In fact, Legion is considered to be a counter to Bristle in a lot of respects because when you duel, the Bristle's facing towards you, so you can get some free kill on a hero that's supposed to not be able to die at level 6, which is quite nice. And then that puts the Kunkka against the Troll, and I don't really think Kunkka cares that much about Troll. I don't see what in Troll's skill set is going to hurt a Kunkka in lane. What, are you going to stop him from Tidebringering by whirling axing him every time? That sounds stupid.
Yeah. That is definitely.
It doesn't come off cooldown until he actually succeeds in hitting a creep, so it's really not that big of a deal. I think Kunkka will have a good game with this swap. I really do like this swap from FURIA. I think this is really smart.
All right, well, let's see if it works out for them. Also, I am an idiot. It is Snake King in the off lane. For some reason, I just recall hearing someone say that they had swapped roles or something. I don't know.
Well, okay, Snake King does have boots first, so I mean, and Misery does have 2 Sage's masks, so you might not be an idiot actually. Who's telling you?
Maybe they just swapped it around. No, I went to Liquipedia because I wanted to double check because I'm so used to seeing Snake King as an off laner, right?
Yeah.
But perhaps he and Misery have swapped around a little bit. Maybe they're flexible, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Being able to keep people guessing, who's playing what, where, when.
They might just do it based on the hero. That's maybe what they're doing right now. It's just okay, whatever hero is, because Nyx is definitely like a snaking hero. I mean, this hero's more like an offlaner than Dazzle is, and Dazzle is very similar to like a spellcasting position 4. But in this game, you probably want the Dazzle to be core. This hero's way better with items. You get a Greaves, you get a Necro. Like the whole point of this cooldown reduction on the bad Juju is that you get items to reduce the cooldown of. So if you don't have items, it kind of sucks. But whereas Nyx doesn't really need items to do what he needs to do in this game, which is stun Ember Spirit.
Well, we'll have to see. Whose draft do we like better? Who do we think is going to be with this new patch? I'm trying to figure out, how is this all going to play? Are the games going to be faster? Are they going to, there's no really big comeback mechanics anymore with the fact that, the gold has been reduced by 50% now for the kill streak. I don't know how this is all going to play out, and I'm really interested. It's fun. It's bad for the teams because they're having to figure out stuff on the fly, but it's kind of fun for us because we get to see how they kind of think, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I love this. I love watching right after patches came out, especially something like this. Just strange little patch where there's 3 lines of text to read in the patch, right? But it's like the biggest possible changes. Like these are always the changes that make the biggest difference in Dota. So I really do like that Valve just released the gold calculation changes and stuff before the hero changes. I think that's super cool. I think that'll be really cool to see. I don't have to go lose MMR in pubs to test it out. I get to watch these guys. It's like, okay, taking Dazzle off my list. This looks like shit,
It's just in time for the playoffs for ESL, from what I understand.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So that's got to be really. It's it's a fun time. It's a great time for Dota right now. It's good and bad, right? The bad news is there's so much Dota to watch that's hard to keep up. The good news is there's so much Dota to watch.
Yeah.
From the moment I wake up in the morning, there's Dota already happening with ESL, and then there's the league here, or this the Americas division, and then even at night, like there's stuff going on with SEA.
There's a lot of
there's so much.
There's a lot of China tournaments going on too, as well.
Yeah.
Like $50,000 to $200,000 China tournaments with tier 1 teams, which is super cool.
And then it's interesting to see how each region unfolds as well. Because I know Lizard was casting with Dakota the other day, and he was like, saying what he's been seeing, and then he's watching, NA Dota, and he's like, I guess they could do this. Like it's just a big puzzle, like moving region to region right now too.
Yeah, I could see that. It's cool. We are in unprecedented times in the real world and in the Dota world as well. It's like this. It feels like we've gone back like 5 or 6 years almost. With the online tournaments happening. It's cool.
Just wait, Jenkins, and you'll be able to buy a fresh new BKB.
Yeah, that'll be great. I can't wait to drop my BKB on the fountain floor and buy a new one.
Remember when you could sell them too? Like you ran out of charges?
Yeah, that was nuts.
That was insane.
That was nuts.
30 seconds.
Oh, Dota, you've come such a long way.
Your like 3rd and 4th items would both be BKBs, except you'd just be selling one.
Mushi had like 3 of them on the floor at one point. Like I think it was one of the TIs or something. Like it was wild.
I think I remember
They're just
that.
littering.
He was like SF or something.
Something.
Snaking? He's being cheeky. Oh, he's going for the snipe on the little bounty rune top, but
Yeah.
Hiko's already there.
Oh.
Can he get the stun? He can.
Oh, he can.
Oh, that was
Snaking
cool.
God.
That was a cool little play. I like that. He's kind of walking through the jungle, just warding a little bit, and then he sneaks up for that. Well, not very sneaky actually. He ran through the mid tower.
That was not sneaky at all. That was
that's
him telegraphing, "Hey, look, I'm coming for your rune."
That's really all he needed to do, though. He's got the stun. They don't have a stun.
And he's definitely doing that support here in the top lane.
This mid lane, who the heck wins this? Who knows?
I don't know. You're my analyst. You
That's
tell
what
me.
That's supposed to be my job, but these people keep picking these ridiculous lane matchups. Like, why is Legion mid a thing? Why is everybody picking that now? Come on. Ruining pubs.
Well, it's getting the, getting some gold and, getting that level online fairly quickly.
Duster gets a freebie bot, it looks like. Those level 1 couriers, man, they're so slow. It's so sad.
But you gotta have your, your goodies. You gotta get it.
You do. You really do. I like this Dazzle starting with Shadow Wave thing that people are doing now. I think this is way better than starting with the Poison Touch. I mean, I know he's against a PL, so obviously PL can just dispel it if he wants. But it's just really nice to push out the wave. And then you're going to get level 2 anyway, so if you have any argument to go Poison Touch first, well, you're technically going Poison Touch first anyway by going Shadow Wave first, because you're going to get level 2 first. So it's pretty cool. It's a nice way of thinking about the lane.
I was about to say, it definitely, there's one thing I really enjoy when I'm casting with you, Jenkins, is you point out these little things, especially that, I don't think about necessarily in terms of, the way that the wave is moving, how fast you get that level 2 or whatnot, so.
Yeah, believe me, I have a lot of experience feeding pubs because my enemies get level 2 first. So I am an expert at this.
Murdoch diving deep over here,
Ooh.
facing off with Envy. Has to be careful, he doesn't get too many of those stacks. Now, what's going on in the top lane? Looks like there was a little bit of a stun that came out from snaking. The Torrent will follow up here. Ace should be able to walk away from this, no problem, though. A lot of harass coming out.
Is there a more fun hero in Dota to play than Kunkka? I feel like Kunkka is just one of the best designed, most fun heroes in the game.
Really?
I think so. It's like you have all these weird skills that pair together, but they're good and they're fun at the same time. You don't need to spend mana to farm because you have the cleave and you can snipe people with Torrent. There's like skill involved. I don't know. He's got a lot of stuff that I like. Wait, you're not a Kunkka player?
I'm not a Kunkka player now. But I also, I think one of my favorite heroes, when you talk about, having a really nice kit that's put together, is Clockwork. I think Clockwork, all of his bits fit together.
Clock is a fun one, too. Clock is
perfectly.
for similar reasons. Bottom lane. Duster.
Bottom lane. Duster's gonna get slowed down here. Not gonna quite be able to find the final hits, though, take him down.
Euro ping. That's Euro ping. Euro ping against Brazil ping. These guys are on equal footing.
What? Envy's cutting the middle wave now. Okay.
Oh, I love this. I love this. This is a new new age mid lane tactics. Some people are even cutting at level 1, Moxxi. It is ridiculous. You double up the wave, you pull it to a jungle camp. All of a sudden, it's the off lane and the mid lane.
What a time to be alive, to be watched, to witness this Dota.
Look at this. You're going to pull it to the centaurs. The centaurs are going to stomp the creeps, making it even easier for him to kill, and also stomp him. Envy, what are you doing?
He's farming. That's what he's doing. He's got his level 5 now.
Yeah, it's huge. The awkward thing about this, though, is sending the courier, which I think is why a lot of people choose to do this when they're around level 5. So that way you can send the courier over the trees. Snaking. Yeah, he's fast.
Low up here, but yeah. Too fast.
Hey, speaking of fun heroes, this Ember hero is ultra fun, no matter what role you are. There's so many cool things you can do with this guy.
I feel like you could be very active with him too, which is like another huge perk to this particular hero.
Yeah, at any point in the game. Oh, Envy snipes a courier.
Envy just gets a courier, drags some more creeps.
You know, going back to the creep cutting, this is another annoying, legitimately annoying reason. It seems like a meme, but it is actually really good. The fact that if you're creep cutting, the enemies have to be really careful about where they send couriers because they're so slow. And if you get the right quill spray, or if you're axe and you get an axe spin, you just kill any couriers. Like, look at all the couriers that are flying over him, that are close to him. There's like 3 couriers in the bot lane.
He still manages to get his own courier.
He does.
To bring him his goodies to safety.
He's having some severe mana issues though. It's always a problem with doing this.
5-minute runes are up. Looks like Snaking was going for this one. Will be able to land the Impale on Hiko. Snap up that rune. Envy's already making his way over. He's gonna take that. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Yeah, that's real nice to fill up that bottle. But unfortunately, he does miss the wave for doing that. So Murdoch's gonna have a wave, and that's a siege wave. So Murdoch can actually pressure the tower with that. Although Envy, he's gonna get a courier snipe, I think.
He's trying. He's waiting patiently. There it is. There's the courier. Is he gonna be able? Yep.
He's got it.
Get one more quill spray. That's the boots for Murdoch.
Yeah.
Well. Oh.
And an obs too. So
And an
it's.
obs.
I'm surprised Murdoch's not cutting himself. I suppose he doesn't need to.
This mid lane is like the weirdest thing I've seen in a while. Like, I definitely understand, why they're doing it, and I understand, why it's good, but... Oh, there's the all-chat chicken. Good old all-chat chicken.
Classic.
But it definitely feels like everyone's just making their own waves, their own fortune sort of thing.
Yeah, why even try to outskill somebody when you can just do this bullshit? This is way easier.
You're playing a whole different game here.
Yep, exactly. I know a lot of pro players do not like that this is possible because it, takes the skill out, but it's interesting.
Do you think they'll do anything to like nerf it eventually, or force
to be honest,
them to?
I have. Hiko top lane, snaking with the body blocks.
They should be able to find. Oh, nice chains, but not gonna be enough as they'll collect and get first blood.
That was first blood.
Nice.
Oh my god.
That was first blood. Yeah, this is an NASA match, and that was our first blood at like 6 minutes. It's pretty wild.
I feel like there's been so much interesting stuff happening despite that being first blood. Just tons of shenanigans. Oh, Envy walking top. Oh boy, here he goes. Low load, he coming.
It's going right back over here. We'll run into Sexy Fat if he sticks around, but isn't planning on sticking around. Maybe he got tired of hearing us memeing about him leaving at, the 5-minute mark, and he said, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to leave earlier than that and go do my own thing.
Yeah.
Envy Dota, ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty cool to watch, honestly.
I love that they stuck to their guns with this. He just can't play anything normal. He just can't. Like, he's got to do stuff like this.
And it's working. Like, that's the craziest thing about it. It's 100% working, and they're totally okay with letting him do this. RDO bottom lane, getting some harass on, but it's just such a weird game.
Yeah, not much happening.
Okay, no, we do have a rotation. We do have 3 heroes now down in the bottom lane. It looks like they're trying to make some moves over here onto Ace, but Sexy Fat taking a lot of damage here from Ace. Couture not going to be able to connect. He's going to go pop that Battle Trance. Chase after Hiko here. Should be able to find the kill. Can he find another? Oh, nice chains though. Buys him a little bit more time. The Whirling Axes will be able to connect, and they'll find the kill.
That's not good. That's not good. To have your support leave and then you get a kill. Well, that's good for very good for Ace.
It's great for Cloud9,
not good for
yeah.
FURIA.
And he's actually making a rotation now to the bottom area. They want to take this tower. They want to take away the...
Dude, he predicted the rotation from Murdoch. That was nice. He gets a kill and then immediately TPs.
Boy. Oh, nice blinding light. We'll bounce back for them, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. RDO trying to just move around, but it doesn't matter. They're going to lose their Phantom Lancer, and they're going to be able to take a building off of this.
Wow. That was nice. That was very nice from Ace. I think that's all perpetrated by Ace predicting that top rotation and then moving out, and you don't expect as a Phantom Lancer for a troll to show up in your lane when there's already 3 heroes.
Well, especially when you consider the fact that they already used the battle trance here. Oh, Snake King is poking around a little bit.
It's not looking good for Snake King.
No, I think it's going to be our first duel. And indeed it is. Yeah, but Ace had used the battle trance top, and all of a sudden you have a troll in your lane. Like, they definitely were not expecting that.
Yeah,
Very nicely played.
That's kind of what makes the timing cool too, because when you think about it, really that's the perfect time to rotate, because when you don't have the battle trance, you want to be protected by other heroes because you can't protect yourself. So in grouping up with his other heroes, he made an aggressive rotation, which turned into like a defensive posturing, you know, because like now he's got heroes, now he's in the safe place on the map where he's not going to die without the battle trance. Like, it's just such nice Dota, such nice Dota. This is kind of the sort of stuff that I expected, to be honest, when I first saw this roster. Like, this is the sort of stuff that I think that I thought they were going to be doing like a week ago. So it's really good to see them doing some really nice plays like this, because these are, like I said, tier 1, tier 1.5 players. They should be doing stuff like this.
Well, you know, we talked about them trying to find their stride, right? You know, it's difficult when you first make a new roster, trying to figure out how each other plays, how to make it work together. And also, you know, something to be said about, you know, the early stages of group stage too. Although I guess they've been together for, what, they did this and they did they do We Save too? I'm trying to remember.
I remember they did
they did ESL though,
Summit.
Right?
They did Summit.
Okay, yeah, they did Summit. So they have had some time to play together, but because I forget what the event was. I think it was Dota Pit in Croatia, where some of the teams were like looking like, you know, oh yeah, it was definitely ninjas in pajamas. They looked really awful in the first couple days of the group stage, but they were just trying stuff out and they didn't want to give away all their cards at once, it seemed, because they came back with a fury. Snake King keeping tabs on Sexy Fat will open up, looking for the impale, not going to be able to quite find it, but there's going to be a duel coming out here from Murdoch as he finds Misery. There's not going to be a shallow grave here. That boat coming out from Sexy Fat, trying to just grab Snake King. They should be able to find it as he uses that remnant, jumps forward. Get a little bit of a trade here, but that is more dual damage here for Murdoch. I feel like Envy's just playing his own game.
He really is. He really is. He's stacking the enemy jungle and farming it. It's just wild. I mean, he's just abusing the fact that nobody wants to go deal with him right now. He's just gonna be too much of a pain in the ass. They can, but it probably won't be worth it. He doesn't even have a kill streak. He has no kills. He has 0 kill contribution. 0 deaths, 0 kills, 0 assists.
And he's
so killing him gets
second in net worth right now. He's just chilling out here with Ace. Hey, it's a strat. It's working. They've taken over the jungle down here in the Radiant side.
Yeah, this is. It looks like such a meme, but it's such unironic good Dota to be jungling the enemy jungle like this. He is being so annoying. If you're in this game against him, you feel like there's no farm on the map. You're just so frustrated by what this guy is doing. It's like, how is he getting away with this?
So when do you group up and you try to make something happen? Oh, Murdoch spots out the regen rune, but another courier snipe here for Envy.
When do you group up? You're probably pretty okay making space for your troll. It's more so, like, as you can see, the dazzle coming to the bristle sort of thing. As opposed to like Envy leaving the lane and grouping up somewhere else. Because they already have the bot tower, so Ace is farming that. All they need to get is the mid tower next, and then they're kind of okay with just farming because they have control of more of the map. So they're if they just keep farming, they're gonna get a gold lead, and it's not gonna go away. Stonks, you know. They're making money.
Making some bets here.
Although I say that, FURIA is doing a pretty decent job at farming their jungle as well, like farming the opposing jungle. So, but not at the efficiency that Envy is. Like, Envy is the goal difference here. God damn.
Such a farm fest.
What am I watching? Oh, I like this. I really like that from Duster, actually. This is something that you'll see, like, EG do. I know they're maybe not in the greatest of form, but... Oh, Pi. Oh,
Pi? Yeah. Boat X marks the spot. Takes a little bit more damage, and they'll find it with the Tidebringer. While this is going on, it looks like Murdoch is getting absolutely chased here by 3 heroes. Body blocks, everything the kitchen sink. This should be a very dead Legion commander, despite the fact that Duster tries with the blinding light. It's just not enough.
Between the Dazzle and the Bristle, there's just so much minus armor and physical damage that even a tanky hero like a Legion, you can't survive. Especially when there's that shenanigans happening top that's distracting your team.
Yeah, there was no help coming out there other than Duster. And what can Coddle really do? You know, maybe he gets lucky, maybe he can drop, you know, the Ignis. But it only holds for so long. Hiko has himself an Invis rune. Just gonna cancel a TP. Yeah, I'll cancel out Envy's TP. Walk away. Just being annoying for the most part.
Very, very annoying. Where was Envy TPing? I'm confused. He's full resources.
Maybe he wanted to go top and get that farm push out. Pi's been sitting there, like taking some of the XP. Oh no.
Just farming.
Honestly, he can go wherever he wants at this point. Like
he really can. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Nobody can stop him. Ace has got his Battle Fury too, so during this time he is farming up a storm. There is absolutely no way that a Phantom Lancer can keep up with a Battle Fury troll, unless Phantom Lancer also has a Battle Fury.
Which then we have other questions if that happens.
Right, yes, we do. This is the fastest farming efficiency item in the game, this Battle Fury, and it scales with your damage, unlike any of the other farming items.
Snake King was hoping to maybe get a pick off on Duster here, but he didn't realize that the rest of FURIA is behind. They are smoked up, and they're going to be able to get themselves some dual damage. But that is a support that gets taken down here. It allows for Ace to just walk away, and I think you're okay with that if you're Cloud9. Could have been a lot worse.
Definitely. Ooh, look at this ancient stack for Ace. Oh my god, he is loving life.
Get some good items out of that too. Got the People's Gift and the Vampire Fangs, both items that are very nice.
The classic.
And there's the Dragon Scale.
Nice. So he got all 4 items from that stack. That's a classic. You farm the Battle Fury, you stack the Ancients for the Battle Fury hero, and then he heads over at the 15-minute mark. All of a sudden, boom! You got 4 tier 2 items. Just like that.
Sounds like winning out the slot machine sort of thing.
Except the slots are guaranteed to. What's the little 7? What's the symbol on there for winning? I don't even know. I've never played a slot machine.
Jackpot?
No, there's like there's a little 7, isn't? Alright, whatever, man.
There is a lucky 7, but that's not necessarily.
Yes, the lucky 7. He got lucky 7s. There you go.
Okay. Oh, Murdoch though finding an opening here on Ace. Looking for Soul Bind off. Can they do enough damage? This is gonna get dropped though. Might spend enough time that they're not gonna be able to take care of him. And now look at this damage with the Battle Fury, like we talked about. They don't quite manage to find the kill, but they do a lot of damage in the meanwhile. Duster's trying to run back. They do manage to go throw out the boat, and we can see off to the side. Duster's gonna get taken down by Snake King. Sexy Fat will be the next to fall. Misery finding that opening. It started off looking real nice, and they immediately smoke afterwards. I'm not sure if that's for the speed or what, because they definitely know where they are.
So that's one of the big reasons that you pick this troll versus Legion. It's just so easy to press the battle trance before the duel, and then a lot of the time, usually the Legion loses the duel in that situation. He's lucky he had his whole team behind him for that. Otherwise, I think the Legion definitely loses that duel and feeds troll damage.
God, look how far Envy and Snake King have made their travels. They could get that courier pretty easily. Snake King will get revealed. Spots out Hiko over here on the side. They'll open up with a nice impale. Hiko, oh, the duel comes out there. They're going to try to hold Snake King into place. They'll be able to take down Hiko. Are they going to be able to get anything else out of this, though? Snake King now forced to try to run away as he is getting whacked here by RDO. The Shallow Grave will come out by Snake King a little bit more time. They're chasing after Murdoch. Looks like, no, he's not going to be able to TP out in time. Now RDO, he's left all alone. There is, oh, Sexy Fat is still there. My bad, but this doesn't matter. They'll still be able to take down RDO. Sexy Fat looks like he's going to be the next one to get taken down, and it's a triple kill.
And Ace is just
Ace
hitting up.
is in the pit.
He's hitting up that Roche pit. Where's his lifesteal coming from? Oh, okay, he's got the
vampire tags.
Yeah.
He got that.
Nice. Solid. Yeah, a lot of carries don't pick that up, but on Troll versus the Legion, it does make a lot of sense. A lot of people consider that to be like a pretty bad item, just because it doesn't really give you any stats. A lot of people really like the night vision, including myself. I'm a big fan of that night vision. It's
You
nice
like
to
the
pick
dark
up
vision?
on. Yeah, exactly. I have dark vision, by the way.
It's a little joke from our D&D session. Duster should know that Snaking is making his way around the side. He's gonna be able to quite find the opening though.
This has been the most passive 14k gold lead game that I've seen in a long time.
Snaking?
It's kind of cool though. It's like just really efficient farming Dota, you know? Just almost as efficient as it gets.
I have to say this is the strangest match I think I've cast in a while. Just because, like you said, it's so very passive, but it still feels like a lot of stuff is getting done. I don't know. They just happen to know that Murder was there. Maybe Snaking was trailing him the entire time.
Wow, really the vision angle works like that. I guess that's a weird one.
No,
Sometimes that happens.
Oh, Duster, is he gonna be able to make it out? No, the Inkswell not gonna be able to proc fast enough. But is Ace gonna go? No, Ace is gonna make his way over to the middle. I was like, is he gonna go high ground already? That'd be kind of risky. I know he's got that Aegis, but
It's
perhaps
a bit
too
risky.
ambitious.
It's a bit risky. You know, I feel like they could probably do it. It's just, you may as well get all these outer towers. Why not? You know, it's just so free.
Well, now that you say that, they're just
Now that I say that,
go high
yeah.
ground. They don't care about the other bit. See Envy's playing around with the Kunk on the top lane, but Ace is just chipping away on the tower. They manage to open up. They find the Impale on Duster, and he's trying, but that Ink. Oh man, the Grip Stroke coming through with the Stroke of Fate will just take out Duster. Buyback comes out. They're looking like they want to go in for some sort of a fight here, but there's going to be smoke on the back line, so they're going to be hanging it back, looking for the opening, that moment that they need to jump in, help Ace. Still has that Aegis.
And these two heroes are impossible to kill with Dazzle. He's got a full Greaves. Yeah, he's got a full Greaves. He's got the 4.96 second cooldown Shadow Wave spam. How the hell do you kill these heroes?
I don't know, but I think that's also the question that FURIA's got right now, because you can see Envy just made his way right down to the bottom tower. It was funny, Sexy Fat went into the X'd Ace with the torrent, but Ace didn't move. He's just like, okay, I don't care. I'm here to hit buildings. What do you want from me? These heals coming out from Dazzle, just keeping them very, very healthy. Looks like they're gonna try to make some moves. Nice boat coming through, but they get the Spike Carapace off here from the Nyx Assassin, which will slow down Sexy Fat. Also be able to link up Murdoch here. And can they find this kill? Ignis gets dropped down. It's gonna take a little bit more to take it out. It evades a couple times, but they will be able to find Sexy Fat, and that's the GG call. Cloud9 gonna take another game here.
Yeah, I gotta say, shockingly clean match from C9 from what we've seen from them in the past week. Maybe not for the last couple of days. They've been playing. What a wild team this is.
It's so weird.
Good lord, why is it always like this with these EE teams and these C9s that they always have to, like, why do they get off to giving people anxiety like this? Oh, is it going to be the C9 that's like feeding relentlessly and getting blade mail on Storm? Or is it the C9 that's basically going to play perfectly efficient Dota and farm their way to victory with Envy not rotating at all, even though that's literally all he does? Like, it's just the polar opposites. What do we expect?
I mean, mind games are definitely a part of Dota, and, you know, never knowing what Cloud9 is going to show up, you can work that to your advantage. But, yeah, just a really bizarre, but at the same time very clean game coming out from Cloud9, I guess?
Yes, I would say that was some nice, clean Dota. I liked that. The ape in me wants to see more fighting because it's fun, but then my left side of my brain, even though it's very small, was kind of satisfied with the fact that you can just like play the map this efficiently, where you're just straight up getting more jungle camps, more stacks, you have the faster farming items, you're controlling more bounty rune spawns, and then your gold number just goes up more than their gold number, and you basically just hold the fort and have this like wall that they can't go by in like the bristle and the troll. And okay, you guys come at us, try to fight us, and if you don't, we're just going to win the game by out farming you. That's pretty cool.
God, look at the GPM over on the side of Cloud9 versus FURIA this game. It's wild. It's wild. You look at Ace, he had 699 GPM, 577 on Envy, who spent a lot of the time just straight up farming, right? It's a bristleback, which you assume, a bristleback's going to want to scrap early, but it was a very passive bristleback that we saw coming out of Cloud9. What a weird game, but it was a lot of fun to watch. And my question now is, what else are we going to see out of this team, Jenkins? I don't know.
Good Lord, I have absolutely no idea. They're going to honestly pick some like Ricky mid and go blade mail first into like Dagon next game. I have no idea. I don't know with these guys. I really don't.
All right. Well, game number 1 goes over to Cloud9, and these guys are crazy fun to watch. So, we got another game coming up. Make sure that you stick around, because you never know what we're going to see.